This is part 8 of our Alaska Van series, and in this video, we continue to make our way back to the lower 48 states.
So it is Saturday morning, and we are just now getting started. It was raining, so I didn't do any video of our campsite last night, but it's right here on the riverbed behind me. There's one other person looks like showed up last night, and it's raining again this morning, so it's another misty day. I guess along the coast it rains a lot. Little rest areas are really nice in the Yukon. They always have trash bins, and a lot of times they have pit toilets. And it's great because we can pull over, walk to, dump our trash, go to the bathroom, and kind of just get organized. This is the Canine Bluffs Off-Leash Park, and this is in Whitehorse. Are you just gonna watch? Whoa! I thought he was gonna hit this fan. Play to your play.
But he's still growling now.
Yeah, that's good. You needed a puppy to play with. Yeah. Theo had a blast at the dog park. And now we're heading to lunch, and it's late. It's like 2 o'clock or something. But this is supposed to be a good place. We met a really nice lady at the dog park. She told us where to go spot some eagles. Got the chip and salsa trio because it was $5 off on Saturday.
I ordered the California burrito, and Chuck ordered the pollo burrito.
I had a great late lunch, and the lady at the dog park told us to come here if we wanted to see eagles, because I was disappointed I didn't see a lot of eagles in Haines. This is called Fish Lake Road, and she said not to go all the way down, just to go to the first pull-off, which is what we did. And there's 2 eagles on the branch that's folded there, 2 on that curved branch over there. One just flew and landed over here and then flew off into the trees.
This is my least favorite boondocking spot. It was a super tight fit getting in here. The van was getting scratched. The views are great. You could even see rapids, but the van is also very unlevel. I think it was like 11 inches on the front, but Chuck loved it. I hated it here.
So this might look tight leaving our spot, but just wait. I'll come back later when it gets really tight. Tio's now is not a good time. This is really tight.
Probably 3 inches to spare on that side.
3 inches? No frickin' way. We're making it? Oh, that didn't sound good. Something go. Yeah, the tree's not moving, so we must have passed it. Oh, I see the road.
Clear?
Yeah. Clear as far as I can see.
I was super happy to be back on the main road. And we made it to Rainbow Lake, and the sun was out, so it was beautiful. We continued down the Klondike Highway on our way to Skagway. The photography shop in town was on my to-do list. I highly recommend it because they have some beautiful photos in order to remember your trip. We bought some photos to bring home to put into our new house, and then we continued to explore the town before we headed over to lunch. For lunch, we decided to go to Woody's because we couldn't leave Alaska without having some king crab legs, and that's what they're famous for, with some bisque on the side, and it was fabulous. After that, we went to the brewery, which happened to be closed because the cruise ship had bailed and canceled, so they decided to close for the day. And then we went to the Red Onion Saloon, which is another famous spot to meet some friends for drinks. And since the cruise ship had canceled, it really wasn't crowded in town at all, so we were super surprised compared to the last time we had been there on a cruise.
get wet? Theo's drinking the water. There's a couple other people here. There's like 4 sites. They're all full. We got the last one. But we got here like 5:30, so we were really lucky to be able to get in and get a spot. What you doing? What you doing, little puppy? Are you wanting to go outside? Oh, he's showing his little ears down. I think that's a big stick, Tio.
What do you got?
You got a big stick. Say, Daddy, I like big sticks. That's so cute. Ow! Don't forget you're still on leash, Tio. Tio's ready to run. So, Chuck goes down, and then you'll see here, he's like, go! I didn't even have to call him. He's just running back. He's so dang cute. Tio's playing with his stick. We're gonna try again to get him to run. Because I want to get him running and then do it in slow motion. Go, Murphy, go! Tio, come! Come on, little man! Good boy!
We're really trying to wear Tio out this morning because we have a long driving day ahead of us. We've got to put a lot of miles down to get towards the United States again.
Oh, he's down in the hole. They're so little. So we're on the Cassiar Highway. It's been pretty curvy. I actually gave Tio another seasick pill for his motion sickness at lunchtime. And the mountains are pretty. Not a lot of traffic. We passed a lot of lakes and they've been really clear and beautiful. But the road's not horrible. It's not wonderful either. There was one section that was really, really nice. But not a lot of turnoffs really. But there have been a few here and there. Gas stations you have to be careful with. Big Tio's been sleeping a lot. We haven't seen a lot of bears. There's looks like bear territory, but I thought we were going to see more. Somebody saw 26 bears, so I thought, oh, we're going to be bears everywhere. But we have seen 4 on this road.
I forgot to make any video of our boondocking spot yesterday, but it was just a really long driving day and we were off to an early start today. The Sprinter mileage trip count actually reset at 10,000 miles yesterday. So in total, we think we ended the day at 10,172 miles for this trip so far.
It's the Fish Creek Wildlife Observation Site. We just checked in with the ranger. We had e-tickets because I bought them earlier. It was $5 a person, plus I think a $2 fee. And the sign said they had a bear at 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock. And it's now 1:15. So if he's feeding every 2 hours, maybe they'll come back. But one was a brown bear, one was a black bear. And they were both at the very end of the platform here. He said there's a few fish, but not a lot. Alright, so this is the end of the platform. We can't see any fish because there's just not many here yet. And since there's not many fish, there's not many bears. Maybe they come and check, like Chuck said, just to see if the fish are here yet. The sign was interesting. It talked about the black bears versus the brown bears, or the grizzly bears, so they're called. On the coast they're called brown bears, inland they're called grizzlies. But here they call them grizzly bears. This is the Salmon Glacier. It's up past Hyder, past the Fish Creek Observation Platform. Look how blue that is. It's amazing. But you can see the water down there is filthy. We had to drive past the mine to get here. You can hear all the water flowing behind us. It's like waterfalls everywhere. We're at the viewing platform for the Salmon Glacier. It was at least 10 miles up here. And it was a pretty rough road. We didn't air down or anything because it wasn't far enough to do the hassle. But my gosh, look at that. Chuck's going to try to get the drone out to fly it because it's not windy, which is shocking because usually everything is windy. But look at the blue ice. It's just amazing. Chuck's got the drone out. Theo doesn't know what to think about it. He's not too sure. This is the Glacier Inn. They have a little bar here.
They don't allow video inside the bar, but Chuck was Hyderized by having a famous shot there, in the friendliest town in Alaska.
We're heading to the pizza place. Guess we forgot to take dinner out. So we heard this was good pizza. So we'll see.
Then we crossed the border from Canada back into Alaska in order to find our boondocking spot for the night.
Alright, so we're at Hyder on the river front, which Theo's loving it because he's on his e-collar. There's like not a whole lot, one other person around, that's it. He's got tons of room over here to play. Sticks, he's drinking out of the river. Our view is just epic. I mean, how beautiful is this? Especially with the fog, the way it's over the horizon and the waterfalls and the fog in the mountains. It's just absolutely stunning. This is a very, very pretty area. We didn't get to see any bears. That was a little disappointing, but we're just too early. The season hasn't started yet. Chuck's flying the drone. Good boy, good boy, good boy. He loves the riverfront.
We're leaving Alaska this morning to drive back into Canada to Prince Rupert.
We made it to Prince Rupert. We got a parking spot on the street We're heading into the museum because it closes in like an hour. Totem poles are really cool. And the museum is right on the water. There is a cruise ship here, as you can see. Princess Cruises. There was a quick little movie about the canneries. That was real interesting. And then this was interesting. This is the shaman headdress. It's made out of bear claws. You can see the individual bear claws. And this was the chief's headdress. And this was made out of sea lion whiskers on the top.
This is the Wheelhouse Brewing Company. They have a really nice super outdoor patio area, so we grabbed Tio out of the van and brought him over here with us after we got out of the museum. They have a great pretzel and the drinks were really good too, so this was a good stop. We fueled up, ran to the grocery store, the pet store, and then headed out of town.
Alright, so here is our little boondocking spot for tonight. Prince Rupert, we had a good time at the brewery. The museum was good. I think we just really weren't in the mood for much of a museum, and you really had to sit and watch the movie longer. We watched some of it and we walked around some, but we were pretty fast. Chuck didn't have his glasses with him, and it was a lot of reading, and we weren't really in the mood for it, but it was pretty cool. There is some street noise here. We didn't go very far, maybe 40 minutes outside of Prince Rupert to boondock. I think we're kind of both ready to start to get home. We have so much to do at home with the new house, but we still have some more stops planned along the way, so hopefully it's still going to be a fun journey from here.
The next day was a long driving day to get to our boondocking spot before Prince George.
Cobb Forest Service Road.
In 500 meters, turn right to stay on Cobb Road.
Alright, so we're doing our final taste test of the Lay's ketchup, which are here, versus the Ridges extra ketchup, which are here. I think I like the Ridges. And I thought I was going to like these because they're a little sweeter.
They are a little sweeter.
Something about the Ridges just make it taste good.
These have a little more flavor, but I prefer these.
Alright, so this was our campsite last night. It was free, but it seems like a lot of locals, which is fine. I mean, it's their country. But some people are coming and leaving their stuff here and taking up space. Like these people, I haven't seen them. They didn't show up. And just holding spots, which isn't really right, but I think there's usually a limit, at least in the U.S. parks. I don't know if there is on the Canadian parks. But wasn't super quiet. Barking dog, but at least there was no screaming kids. So that was good. And the dogs were at least nice, the ones that came up to Tio. But yeah, it's pretty packed here. Today is Friday, so it'll be interesting to see where we end up on a Friday night. So this is the off-leash dog park here in Prince George. And you'll see it's just a trail. It's not really totally fenced. It's just a trail, and the dogs are all loose, and it goes about a mile, I think they said. Or half a mile, maybe.
Yeah, I have a map that has all the old homesteads all the way from Crescent.
You see, it says off-leash beyond this point.
On the ones on each side of
The Clinton Off-Leash Dog Park in British Columbia. We had 6 hours of driving today. This is the second park Tio's been to. The first one was in Prince George, and it was really nice and huge. But it got chilly because the front came through. It was a little drizzly. And there were dogs everywhere. He loved it, and they were playing with each other. We have an hour left to drive today. We don't have anything for dinner, so we're going to kind of try to stop and get an early dinner at a place I found close to our boondocking spot. It is Friday night, and so I'm pretty sure that it's going to be hard to get a spot tonight boondocking. Okay, so it's super, super dry here, except on the left where they're watering the crops. And there's a huge fire So we made it to the restaurant and the skies are clear here, which is super nice because we're going a little bit south of here, but only like 10 kilometers, so not super far, to boondock tonight. It is 101 out, Chuck said, so pretty hot, but it feels good here in the shade. So that should mean there won't be as many people out boondocking as we thought, because most people have to have hookups and to run their air conditioner. So it feels like it's gonna be warm, which is nice. Today's the first day we had on shorts and t-shirts for a long time, so we're kind of ready for some warm weather. This place used to be a packing house where they would pack apples a long time ago. It's since been a post office, a restaurant, coffee shop, all kinds of different things. So it's really kind of neat. It says it's original building, and you'll see the numbers on the panels where they put it together. All right, so our food was outstanding. I mean, just really, really good. Everything's homemade. The pickles, it's farm to table, tomatoes, everything here. Their bread's homemade. It was fantastic. Jams, jellies. I had a strawberry fruit smoothie. It was so good. And Chuck likes the tea. Like, it has lemon and a special tea. They make their own coffee. I mean, this place is amazing. Used to be apparently a really big town with 5 gas stations. Now it's fairly small, at least, it seems like. I don't know if we've driven all the way through town yet or not. If we have, it's very small. This is our boondocking spot for tonight. The first place we went to didn't really work out. There was somebody else there, and it said no camping up on the top. It didn't, so we don't know if it meant for the bottom too, but we figured better safe than sorry. This is our last night in Canada, so we don't want to do anything wrong. So we came here to this gravel pit, which is by the river, and it's actually pretty nice. There's nobody else here. This is not the main road. This is a side road. The sun's out, but we've got the van to the sun, which doesn't have many windows on that side, so it's pretty cool inside the van. And you can see the fire is still over there. That's the fire that was having some people evacuated. The lady said that they were going to have music tonight where we had dinner, but because of the evacuations and the fire, they decided to cancel. Theo's enjoying it. Getting off here, exit 92, takes us to the U.S. border. We're going to stop and grab lunch real quick, and hopefully it won't be as crowded, but Chuck said it looked like there was a wreck when we get off. So we're at the border, and it's just totally and completely stopped. And there's a nexus lane, and then there's this lane. People keep getting in the nexus lane. They don't have nexus, so then they cut over here. Or at least a few people have. The truck that went by, I think, was actually turning into a business. And yeah, so it's definitely kind of slow and go. The sign at the interstate said 80 minutes. The sign back here said, what, 60 minutes? So it's just going to be a long wait. Which is so different. All our other boarding crosses, it's been like 2 cars at the most. It's like nobody here because everybody's stuck on the other side of the border. But we got through. It is 12:40, so it took us about an hour 15. And we only got through as fast as we did because we were in the RV line, and that was a separate line, and we got to cut in that. But then it was all merged in with the other at the end because people weren't following the lines like they were supposed to. But they had an extra height for the RV line, so we were able to get through. Anyway, we're in the USA. Feels good. Very nice here. We're heading to Structures Brewing because Chuck read that they had really good beer, and we kind of need a break. I saw they have an outdoor patio. Sitting at the border kind of took a toll on us.
In our next video, we continue the drive from Washington all the way back to our new house in Florida.